39 years ago, an Australian steam locomotive made history. Locomotive 3827 Cornelius cracked 140 km per hour on January the 17th, 1970, on an ARHS tour to Cootamundra. Not even Victoria's R-Class could come close, leaving 3827 as the fastest steam locomotive in Australia. The locomotive's current caretakers, the Steam Society of New South Wales, have used the celebration as an opportunity to give an update on
Sure.
What's his deal?
Haven't you heard? Today is the 39th anniversary of Cornelius' record-breaking run to Cootamundra.
So Pacific decided to run a marathon down the river in that. Big deal?
Big deal? He reached 87 miles per hour. No other steam locomotive in Australia has come close before or since.
Not even Sandra on the Nalaba.
Not even Sandra on the Nullarbor.
That reminds me. I wonder how she's doing. I heard her overhaul has been prolonged.
I still fail to see why Cornelius's run deserves the fanfare.
What's that supposed to mean?
I've done 160 on that same route.
Oh, that's rich.
What's going on?
Well, I think someone's green with envy. Ooh.
No, that's not it.
Also, don't you mean 99 miles per hour? And don't be ridiculous.
Sure, and I'm the XPT prototype.
Nah, you're still grandpa.
At least I'm not jealous, unlike her.
Yeah, go ahead. Laugh it up. I'm capable.
Says who?
Ask my crew. They know.
This is just desperate.
Yeah, I'll believe it. When pigs fly.
Okay, Hank. Get it? We get it.
I know.
That's so funny. That's
Hank,
a keeper.
that is quite enough. You've had your
Okay. I'll stop. When pigs fly.
Chloe, don't let Hank get into your smoke box. He's just a bit of a loose bone.
When pigs fly.
That wasn't funny the first 3 times. Look, we all get replaced at some point. I was transferred to Carlingford well before the diesel revolution even began.
I know, it's not that I'm jealous. It's just... I know we can do it, but when the Pacifics came, they threw away any chance I had of proving it.
Well, you entered service over a decade before Sandra. Surely you had several chances.
True, but no one was interested because I didn't look the part. I looked too... what's the word?
Bulky.
You, my dear Logan, are being far from helpful today.
No, he's right. Even when I was in my prime, no one gave me a chance because they didn't think I looked capable of such speeds.
I know what that feels like. But you told me that performance issues shouldn't get in the way.
This is different. If you'll excuse me, the flyer doesn't wait.
But the flyer doesn't leave for another hour.
I just need to strengthen up my coupling rods.
You okay, Chloe?
Huh? Oh, yeah, all good.
Okay, want to head down Moss Vale?
Wait, actually, how about a little further south?
Why?
Oh, just for a little morning sprint to ease my joints.
What are you... Oh,
You
no.
can't be serious.
This could be my shot.
Chloe, I get what your problem is, and I understand, but this is not what I
You
signed...
don't understand. I've known my potential ever since I was first built, but no one ever gave me the chance to prove myself.
I don't know.
Come on, please, please, pretty please, with sugar, sprinkles, cherry on top, a trembling lip, and teary puppery eyes.
Alright, just this one time.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! You have no idea how much this means to me.
But who's going to take the flyer?
Hey, Hank,
Yes, me demon.
have you ever wanted the chance to hold a fire to lift out?
Wait, you're joking, right?
Just this once.
And where are you going?
Oh, just some business I need to take care of at Mossville.
You're not planning on sneaking off, are you?
No.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to enact your record-breaking dreams, aren't you? Well, I'll be damned. The pig wants to fly.
Look, do you want the fire or not?
The hush-hush is gonna cost a bit extra.
Fine. 2 weekends on the flyer.
You got yourself a deal.
Thanks. I'll have the consist ready for pickup at Mossville.
Wait a minute. Who's gonna handle my train to Glen Isla?
Matilda can cover for you.
Fair enough.
Chloe? What you doing?
Hush hush. Got it.
But what about
Just take whatever I was assigned to.
Okay. What do you... Huh.
Excuse me, is this track occupied?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay, thanks.
The train on platform 2 goes to Melbourne. CountryLink welcomes passengers for the Melbourne XPT. This train conveys booked seat passengers for Goulburn, then Gunning, Yass Junction, Harden, Cootamundra, Junee, Wagga Wagga, The Rock, Henty, Culcairn, Albury, Wangaratta, Benalla, and Melbourne.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hey,
Oi.
so, what are you doing today?
Nothing. You? Alrighty. If you'll excuse
Do
me,
you mind? The flyer waits for no one.
I'm well aware.
Well, can you move aside?
No, I've been assigned as a substitute again.
That's funny, because I recall Chloe entrusting that responsibility to me.
Oh, I don't think so. I was just told the flyer was handed over to me.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the train arriving on platform 2 is a CountryLink XPT service to Melbourne. This service is for ticket holders only. For your own safety, please stand behind the yellow line and allow passengers to get off before boarding. Thank you.
Hello there. Why, you're early.
Oh, just out for a little morning jog.
Morning jog? Isn't there an express train due in half an hour?
Someone else is taking care of it. I've been detoured for a break and run after some repairs.
Well, glad to see your steam engines being more active. Though I don't see how the main line is a good place for that.
Because it allows me to reach my full speed.
I still don't get it.
The top speed is 130 kilometers per hour, so that's perfect for what I'm aiming for.
I think the Greenside Country Line would do just so for your kind.
Excuse me?
No, I didn't mean it like
I
that.
don't know how many times I need to keep saying this. I am capable of 160.
Look, I didn't mean to be rude, but your top speed appears to be around, maybe just 100, 110 at best.
Well, what would you know about speed? I hear from some people that you're not even qualified for high-speed operation.
Hey, that was
I'm only seeing
uncalled for.
facts. I mean, the ride quality hasn't improved since the days of the Pacifics.
You wouldn't.
Alright! That's enough! Look, Steamer, we've got a long journey ahead and we're not in the mood to bicker about trial runs or speed records.
But
If you want to see what you're capable of, do it on your own track. This is a busy main line, not some playground or gym or whatever.
Oh well, we tried. Might as well cut our losses.
no, not yet.
I know I tend to say this a lot, but this is a bad idea.
Just bear with me. And now!
I ain't gonna say it again, Yank. Back off!
I'm not going anywhere, Gramps. This is my train and my responsibility.
A responsibility that Chloe entrusted to... Wait. I think we've been duped.
What?
She must have dilly-dallied off somewhere and left us quarreling as a diversion.
Now that I think about it, she did hint she was going somewhere to prove herself.
You idiot! She could be anywhere! We've got to alert dispatch!
You're right, and someone has to take the flyer.
Great idea. I'll handle the flyer while you go alert dispatch.
Good, and while you look for Chloe, I'll take the flyer for her.
Just what I had in mind. Wait a minute.
Whoa, holy sh... Brad, get your camera ready. C-36 just raced through gas.
How are we doing?
120. Though I doubt this speed app is accurate.
I don't know. Looks like 123 today.
Don't stop now. Keep going.
Chloe, we've never taken you this fast before. You sure you got this?
Positive. 160. No Ow!
Chloe, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Totally fine.
If you say so.
You've got to be joking.
What is it, Alice?
It's that thing again.
You serious?
Night engine, a few cars down the track in front of me.
She can't be. Is she mad?
Hey, Peggy, what the hell are you doing out here?
Unleashing my overlooked potential.
Peggy, this is ridiculous.
My
Stop it.
name Chloe, and I will not be sidetracked for the likes of you again. How are we doing, Kent?
150. I think now would be a good time to back off.
No, not yet. Just a little. Ow! Further. Ow!
Chloe, I don't think...
Just a little further.
Cleo, I really think you should turn back.
Ow!
154. 55. 56. 58.
Come on.
59. 160. You done it, Chloe!
Burns!
Ease her off! Ease her off!
Alice, what are you doing?
There's a mad steam engine that could collide with us any minute.
Now listen, we gotta stop coming up.
Wait for it. Wait! No!
Sorry. About that.
You should be.
Well, mission accomplished. Shall we head home?
No can do. Your bearings look burnt out. Your valve gear's busted, and the water glass is almost empty.
I'll see if I can get a tow.
Hey, I'm a Mike. I have the large attractive effort. That's why I was entrusted with the flyer.
Oh, please. You could barely make it up the climb to Cohen in less than 15 minutes.
And yet, I could slow down and save your life, Grandpa.
Okay, now you're pushing it.
What's the matter? Getting too old for this?
Not as ancient as you cold-fired yank.
Okay, put up your dukes. Bring it on.
You want a piece of me?
Come at me, you maple leaf.
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt anything?
How long have you been here?
I was just returning from helmet duty at Robertson when I was contacted by GCR. They said something about two bickering morons and needed a substitute locomotive for the flyer.
You were rostered on the flyer?
Yep. And I sure feel sorry for those bickering morons that missed out. So that was a pretty good run. Tough crowd.
In other news this week, a bizarre incident occurred on the Main South Line just north of Harden. The Greenside Country Railway's number 3622, also named Chloe, was spotted racing down the line just behind a Melbourne-bound XPT passenger train. The steam locomotive appeared to have overheated her friction bearings before coming to a stop at Harden Station. At the moment, no one is sure why she and her crew were recklessly speeding so close to a passenger train. All we know so far is that thankfully there was no derailment and no serious injuries.
You know, it's funny. Not what happened to your valve gear, but how I'm shunting another engine into the shed for maintenance just after coming out of repairs myself.
I didn't find it funny.
Sir, I know what I did was reckless, and...
Reckless? Do you realize the extent of the damage? What could have happened to your crew? Or the passengers? I would have expected such cavalier behavior from Hank. But you?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't want to cause an accident.
That doesn't explain what in the name of Pete you were doing on the main line without authorization.
You see, I
Well?
just wanted to prove that I could reach my top speed of 160 kilometers per hour, but I Didn't take everything into account.
You dreamers never do. I don't know how I'm going to explain this to the authorities.
I'm sorry, sir. I won't do it again.
You'd better not. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to rework the timetable for the next 2 weeks. That's how long your repairs are going to take.
I understand.
You better not have been involved in this, Patrick.
Oh no, sir. Honest.
He's right, sir. It was all my idea.
I see.
But for real, where did you get the inspiration to do that?
Definitely not from your stunt. Or Hank.
Maybe not. But it's strange how this happened only a few months after what happened to me on the hill.
At least you weren't stupid enough to endanger mainline traffic. I don't know what came over me.
Desperation. That's what drove me to bite off more than I could chew.
I guess I was just sick of everybody not giving me a chance to show off my potential. The Pacifics do it effortlessly and get all the praise, while us pigs were lucky enough to get a rebuild to extend our service careers.
More than anyone else here. I understand. But at least you proved something.
What?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Hank was right about one thing. The pig flew.
I get it now.
So, was it worth it?
Yes. And no.
Good night, Chloe.
Good night, Patrick.
So, where were you two today?
I needed to take care of something at Moss Vale.
Neither of us got the flyer, if you were wondering.
Well, you might get the chance sooner than expected. I heard Chloe's going to be out of service for at least a month, so there's an empty spot on the flyer.
I'm
Shotgun.
available. Hank, just in case you forgot, I was the one who substituted Chloe the last time?
Yeah, I am taking that train, if you don't mind. She promised it to me.
Nuh-uh, that train is mine.
Over my cold boiler.
That can be arranged.
Oh, now you're asking for it, Gramps.